Welcome back to SBA Radio for small business advice with SBA Director Ruben Garcia, your small business guest expert, and your host, Kaz Taylor.
And this segment is brought to you by Degree.com, where you can earn a degree online. Ruben, we devote the last two segments to whomever you desire.
Yeah, that's right.
And so we have a fun segment here because one of the topics that you spend a lot of time on is our veterans and disabled veterans. So why don't you do the introduction and give our listeners the prep?
Yeah, absolutely, Kaz. As you know, we honor companies that hire service-disabled veterans, and we are very close with the San Diego Service-Disabled Veteran-Owned Business Association. These are people that are looking out for the veterans, and they're trying to help them out. And today we have a gentleman who happens to be the manager of the service and repair for BPI Plumbing, and it's a service-disabled veteran-owned business in San Diego, and that is Juan Gonzalez. Juan, welcome to the show.
Hey, hi. Hey, Ruben, how you doing?
Very good. Listen, a lot of people know that BPI Plumbing is a 8A certified company. Next segment, we're going to be talking to someone that's going to be explaining how to get 8A certified. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the company and finding out a little bit about what you do. First of all, tell us how long you've been with the company and what exactly is your job there.
I've been here since July of 2012, and what I do is just manage the service side of the business.
Fantastic. Well, one of the things that we do get concerned about, of course, is service. You know, that for most companies that are service-related companies, the most important issue is the critical one. How good a service can you give? And of course, there's a difference between a big and a small company. The biggest difference between a large national and a small local business, from your point of view, what is that?
Well, coming from a big, large national company, the biggest difference, I would say, is the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
More of the family, closer-knit environment happens on a small business. Previous employer had a political environment which it wasn't always employer-friendly or employee-friendly.
Mm-hmm. And that happens in a lot of companies because the larger they get, the more they get involved in not only the community but in the political life of the community sometimes. And so sometimes you see that kind of permeate into the larger corporations. So you have affiliations, and you have to be careful when you're doing something to make sure that you meet all the obligations that you have. But so you say that a smaller business like BPI Plumbing, which is owned by our good friend Alex Galicia and Brian, and you know, this is a company that really they have dedicated to giving personal service and to doing the best they can. It's more of a family atmosphere, right?
That is correct. It's a close-knit group of guys in the office, and including our plumbing technicians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, one of the things that I've found, and I think you hit it right on the head about having a friendly family kind of environment, because that not only caters to successful employees that can help your business succeed, but it also carries over to customers that need your help in your product or services. If they know that you're friendly and that kind of thing, then they're more inclined to entrust you. But stepping back, you realize I'm beginning to realize how some of these big organizations like the Walmarts and things, they dedicate people specifically to be that liaison, that point person, because that's very, very, very important to their success as well. So the family, small hometown mentality helps.
Mm-hmm. And so when somebody calls into your company, Juan, whether they get you or they get Brenda or somebody on the phone, that's really the representative, right, that is going to be presenting who the company is. And so it's really important that they kind of advertise, you know, that they kind of promote the business. And speaking of that, what kind of advertising do you use to promote your business?
What a segue.
We do have a website, www.bpiplumbing.com. And, of course, with social media, we utilize a lot. We have an A+ rating with the BBB, Better Business Bureau. And we also sponsor the USO, which is the United Service Organization, San Diego branch, the Minority Supplier Development Council, and the MCRD Boot Camp Challenge.
Oh, wow. Well, and again, when you talk about MCRD boot camp, and you're talking about the USO, you're talking about veterans. And what is your company doing to help veterans, by the way?
Oh, we work with a South County organization called Workforce Development. When we need to hire somebody or a plumber, that's what we ask. We ask if there's anybody available that is a veteran. The only challenge that we have is that most people that come off active duty don't have the training to go off and start working as a plumber right away. Being that we are a small business, we do need someone to start working as soon as possible. But if any veterans out there have this service and repair experience, we would love to bring them on board.
Tell me, what are some of the values of hiring a veteran? Obviously, they're seasoned, and they know how to deal under pressure sometimes, and they know how authority works.
Exactly. Leadership is a skill that they have as well, and something that is needed here in plumbing. How to handle the situation. I don't think there's anybody more under pressure than these guys coming off of active duty. And having that background really would help out in the plumbing field.
Well, that's exactly right. And we're talking to Juan Gonzalez. He's the manager of service and repair at BPI Plumbing, a service-disabled veteran-owned business. And, one of the things that a lot of people don't know about your company, you're also 8A certified, which means you can go after government contracts. So when your company bids and they win that contract, then, of course, they're able to provide the service that you've won with that 8A certification. So I guess it's kind of exciting having veterans, working at your business. At the same time, you're trying to provide contracts from the government to give service to those agencies that have requested it. So we applaud you for that, Juan. That's fantastic. What do you foresee right now is the biggest need for BPI? Obviously, you're looking at 8A and you're any type of jobs that might be open under the contracting opportunities. But what are you guys doing locally, to kind of grow the company? I know you're hiring. You said, are you hiring right now?
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I'd like to give my email address where they could send over their resume. It's plumber@bpiplumbing.com.
Okay, plumber@bpiplumbing.com. So if somebody is a plumber and they're a veteran, obviously that'd be preferred. But again, if they want to apply for that position, they can just go ahead and send it to plumber@bpi.com.
Yeah,
BPI Plumbing. Okay.
Juan, now, you hire veterans, but a lot of our small business listeners, they may not have made a concentrated effort to hire veterans. If a veteran applies, then they may, but there might be a value for them to actually seek out veterans or resources where veterans are readily available. How would somebody be directed to find those places?
Well, what we do is we also look at unemployment, the EDD website, and there's tags there that indicate if the person was in active duty or not. And that's another route that they could take to look for veterans out there.
And that's good because obviously we want to search every possible way that we can reach out to veterans and let them know that there's opportunities for them. I believe also Alex is the vice president or vice chairman of the Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Business group here in San Diego. And so if there's somebody that wants to probably associate themselves with a good group, that might be a good group for them to do that with. So we obviously want to encourage that too. Do you have any growth plans immediately? I know you're hiring, so obviously you're planning on growing the size of your personnel, so the company's going to grow. Is this because you've seen a lot more service requests, or you're getting more business than you can handle?
Going back to the 8A, being certified 8A, it has opened the doors to a lot of more work.
Great.
And that has, of course, pushed us to need more technicians working for us to demand to keep working and then keeping up with the work that we have on hand and the new stuff that is coming in.
Yeah, and we're going to have, right after this segment with you, we're going to have a segment on 8A certification. We're going to talk about opportunities, how to get certified and where you can get certified and that type of thing. But that's already been done by your company, so BPI Plumbing is already 8A certified. And so that's exciting that you guys are already getting into that area of government contracting.
Let me ask you a question, Juan. You were there when you guys decided to get involved in the 8A loans and to be involved in government contracting. Was it a tough decision for you guys to make? What were some of the hurdles? We've only got about a minute and a half, but our small business friends are wondering that themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, unfortunately, I wasn't here during that process. It was before I arrived. It was a question I would love to answer.
Well, let's talk. How do you feel business improves when you have that as far as one more financial resource to consider?
Well, it opens, like I mentioned earlier, it opens the door. We've done a lot of doing a lot of government work. Camp Pendleton, do some work in other military bases that the AA has helped us get.
That's fantastic. Well, again, Juan Gonzalez, manager and of service and repair at BPI Plumbing. Thank you so much for being on the show today. Before we leave, could you give us one more time your email address and the website if people wanted to find out a little bit more about BPI Plumbing or they wanted to apply for that job? How would they go about doing that, Juan?
Once again, they could send their resume over to plumber@bpiplumbing.com, and they could get that information off our website, www.bpiplumbing.com.
Juan Gonzalez, thank you so much. You were great on the show. You brought some wealth of information from the insight of a manager of service and repair, and thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you, Ruben and Cass. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Bye-bye, Juan. You know, that's good. And guess what? You were so wise to create the enticement for the next segment. Good for you, Ruben Garcia. You know,
yes, sir.
This segment's brought to you in part by Degree.com, where you can earn a degree online. Up next, we are going to talk about 8A loans and how you can benefit. This is SBA Radio, broadcasting from WSRadio.com, the worldwide leader
in Internet talk.
I bet you're wondering how to get your tablecloths laundered or dry cleaned for the next big event. You need it done like yesterday for your business, restaurant, or wedding party, but you just don't know where to go. Don't worry. Tom, the owner of New Life Laundry and Dry Cleaning, has been in business for over 50 years, saving the day for people just like you. Your commercial laundry and dry cleaning can be done quickly with absolute quality service at New Life. They even have 24-hour quick drop. Now, fast, affordable laundry or dry cleaning service is no longer a problem. Just go to New Life Laundry and Dry Cleaning, centrally located in the North Park district of San Diego. You can visit them online at newlifecleaners.net or call them at 619-295-0460. Their address is 3829 Granada Avenue off University Avenue near the giant North Park sign. Remember, for same-day, 24-hour drop-box service with the best laundry or dry cleaning, pick up the phone and call 619-295-0460. newlifecleaners.net.
In the military, things can change in an instant. The Navy Mutual Aid Association, we understand because it's our life too. That's why our dedication to serving the life insurance needs of our military veterans and their families is unrivaled. Navy Mutual offers superior life insurance protection without military service restrictions and limitations. A single focus on providing the peace of mind military families are looking for. That's what we do. Navy Mutual, insuring those who serve. Call 800-628-6011 or go to NavyMutual.org.